have their letters and all of that. So we'll be giving out those awards, as they unfold.
What are those honorees?
Some of them are from the Federal Republic of Nigeria,
Okay.
uh, like the governor, uh, the president of the United Bank of Africa (UBA), um, the ministers from Morocco, and some musicians outside of Liberia. So it's going to be August, October, and December.
Okay.
Now, there were people who, because of the flight arrangement, couldn't make it on the 21st, but they arrived after the 21st. So we've given them the awards. We gave it to them on the 23rd. And that has been done. But let's come home.
But before coming home, did you organize official program?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we organized the official program. The same way. The only thing is that it was not done at City Hall.
Okay. Okay.
And
At your office or where?
yes,
Okay.
we still put the gold
Okay.
and black and every the media was there. There
And
was
you had performances as well.
performances. The band was there. The culture troupe was there. Women organizations were there. Different guests, came in, and it went well.
Okay.
And they received their awards. And so you see, people take it important. So they're not just saying, "Oh, let it be and let it be." They say, "Look, we want to come, but the timing. So can we, be given the awards?" And some are saying, "Hey, we will still come to Liberia to receive the awards."
Okay.
And some are saying, "Okay, depending on our schedule, can we arrange and have the awards given to us, which we have done in the past?" So I don't want people to pick it up and say it is this time we are doing it. We've done it before.
Okay.
Okay, the awards has been delivered. Like the USA, I've delivered awards to the recipients in the United States of America.
Okay. You took the awards there.
Yes, and then also to Ghana. So it's been done before, and it's not the first time. It was also done not during the award, right after the awards. The award was given to the recipient, like the recipient Olusegun Obasanjo, former president of Nigeria. He came to Liberia to receive his award at another time,
Okay.
and then it was presented to him by the former president of Liberia, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf.
Okay, so let's come home now.
So it's not something that, because they're going to run with it, but I really don't care. But I'm just saying it's good to clear that this is not just happening now. It started. It's a process that have started. And the awards are being delivered to people through the American Embassy also.
Okay.
So it's not new. So this time around, everyone they're just excited to come. And we like that because it's not just giving them the awards, but how does it help in terms of investment, economic empowerment, and all of that. And so all of these things, looking at it, opening our country to the world, and making the world to look at us. This 2022 took us at another level, which I will explain, going into the show.
Okay, now you awarded, like I said, a couple of individuals. You listen to the SMS rated on the OBC 99.9 and other frequencies across Liberia. We have our guest, Madam Juli Endee. She's the Liberia's cultural ambassador. Now, you awarded some individuals, personalities, some in government, because I heard the name of Emma Glasgow. You also honor, is it Jetty? You honor him.
Yes.
Now, what is the criteria, Madam Ambassador? What do you look for? What really inform your position for which or decision to honor them?
First, you have to be a good citizen of the world. You have to respect human rights and the rule of law, true democracy. You have to be a selfless leader. And it comes with oneness and humanity. Let's take, for example, Jetty. I know that Jetty goes into prison, help people in prison, feed them, give hot meals to our underprivileged and our underserved. And from the research that we did, Jetty pay school fees to a lot of students, and you know Jetty comes from India, but he's supporting Liberians.
Okay.
So, and then my Jetty didn't know he was going to be honored. So my conversation with Jetty, I just wanted to know, since he's been to Liberia, what are some of the challenges he's been faced with? Why haven't he decided to leave Liberia to travel, to go back to? And he said, back where? I said, to India. He said, no. I'm a Liberian at heart. And if I die, I want to be buried right here, cremated, and be buried in Liberia. And I was like, wow. So I'm not one of those that want my ashes to be taken to India. I want to be buried right here in Liberia. I might be originally from India, but I'm a Liberian at heart.
Okay.
And you see him into the community, and during the COVID-19, Ebola, and all of it. So, but the nomination has to come from someone, from our people who are responsible of nominating people. And you see some of the nominees, I don't even know them, but they are
You
nominated.
sure of that?
Yes, I don't know. Like the issue of a lot of the nominees are, for example, out of the country, are nominees that people will nominate, and then they will nominate like 3, 4, 5, and we'll go through the process, the vetting process, and then this one person will come up victorious. So in the case of Jetty, there were other names, but Jetty came at this moment victorious, and so he became the humanitarian. He won the humanitarian award.
Okay.
One of the Golden Image Awards. Yeah.
What's about the NAFABOS, Glasgow?
Oh,
What was the
Glasgow. Honestly, I am. That's one of the awards that I'm so overwhelmed of. I'm excited. She deserved it. She earned it.
Why do you think so?
I know so because
Did you influence the award because you say you
no,
don't
I'm
have
not
any
the one.
input?
I'm not even the one that okayed the awards. For example, if 6 persons were nominated, and the vetting process brought 2 persons on par, is when I make decision on these 2 persons who should be. But the rest of it, if the panel decide that this is the winner, that's it.
So what was the rationale given
For the work that she's done, she's an excellent woman. She's a woman of substance, and knows what she's doing. She was given a public space, and she used it to the best of a woman's strength and power. Do you haven't seen the office? Did you knew the office before? You visited that office before?
Sure.
Okay, compare that office before and the office now, and see what she's bringing to Liberia. The opening of that sector that she's showing. I mean, she's a woman of excellence. She's a woman of substance. She's a virtuous woman. She's done very well. For a young woman to be in that space, and she's holding on that space without no fear of duty, and to deliver the way she have delivered, she deserved the award.
Now you also honored one old man at the age of 105 years.
Yes.
How much do you know him, and what really informed that decision by the panel?
Okay, that old man is from Lofa County, precisely Foya. He is 105 years old. He was actually a recipient in 2020. I was very worried at age 105. We haven't given you this award, and you stay alive to receive it at 105. People of Lofa County will tell you about him. He's a developer. He's into farming. He has a lot of work that he has done in Lofa back in the days, from the profile and the work and the research that was done, that he used to have one of the largest cocoa plantation. And he used to bring like this cocoa in it's the whole story. I don't have it with me, but the whole story is like the kind of money they used to pay for it, and he used to come to Liberia and bring tons of it, marketing at his age.
So how did his name surface on the list for
the agent in Lofa County submitted the names, not just his name.
Okay.
Lots of names, and then we go through the process, send people. We have our officers there. We send people in the field, and they find out information. We talk to other people that we know, and I know his daughter very, very well. I've worked with her over the years in the council, in the National Council of Chiefs and Elders. I've never met him before. I've seen him for the first time in my entire life in the hall. But first time I've ever laid eye on him was in the hall.
Now you just said that you got your agents are they across the entire country or just
yes, okay. Entire country, and then we have them on the continent.
Okay.
Then we have them on all continents. Yeah.
Okay. Now, so how many impressions, Madam Ambassador, if your memory can serve you right, did you honor this time around?
That's what I'm saying is in categories. It's if you say 2021, 2020, and 2022, that's two different things there. From 2021 to 2022, we honor 24 internationals.
Internationals?
24 international from 2021 to 2022.
Okay.
From 2020 to 2022, we honor 16 from 2021 to 2020 to 2021, 16.
International or national?
National.
Okay.
From 2020 to 2021, we honor 16. Then in 2022, we honor 6.
National.
National.
You seem to be more focused on international than national because you release more awards international.
I just told you 24. So go ahead and check. I just told you from 2020 to 2022, international 24. We honor more national than international. But because it's bicentennial, and we are talking Pan-African leadership, a land of return, we honor more international in 2022.
Okay. Honor more international. Okay.
In 2022. To open the country up, to say, look, this is a land of return. We are reclaiming our fame and letting the world know that we are the champion of the or the beacon of hope for Pan-African leadership on the African continent. So we're bringing more of our brothers and sisters to come and see what this great country, this first independent republic that brought in the first democratically elected female president on the continent of Africa, who is now our former president. We have to tell our own story. So we gave opportunity to more Africans to come to Liberia. And that's why the Harper Awards came to Liberia. Now see just the visit of the Harper Awards. See what have happened. See what is unfolding. See the future for Liberia to bring more people to Liberia so that they see the Providence Island, the shores of Virginia to Liberia. When the blacks left the shores of Virginia, they arrived on the Providence Island. How many Africans on the diaspora know the history? We need to share that.
Okay, we'll talk about that. I know there's a program today at the Providence Birthday, at the Providence Island rather. But you listen to the city mayor when he spoke. I understand. He sounded the need for the country to begin, taking ownership of the Golden Image Award, and not something that often run or often operated or where Madam Endee will have to be here and there trying to gather resources. He wants for the government to take ownership. How did you feel when you heard that?
First, let me extend my thanks and appreciation to the Lord Mayor of the city of Monrovia and the city government. I've heard every year that the government will take ownership.
Every year.
Every year.
So that was that the first time?
Every year. And to no avail. I hope the mayor's plea will be here to listen to. That's all I can say. But every year it's the same old story. Oh, government, this is give government, we take charge. Then government comes and say, we give you 28% of, we subsidize it by 28%. Up to present, no, zero.
So you were not impressed at all when you heard that?
No, I was impressed because it's coming from the city government. And just the mere fact that the city government supported us. Now, let me be honest here. There are individuals in government that will support us, but I'm talking about a budgetary allotment from government is a zero. Okay? Individuals will support. The July 26th committee will give, certain amount of money to support the initiative, sometimes not. But there should be, I want you to research the Nobel Peace Prize. What is the support of the Norwegian government to the Nobel Peace Prize? When an individual funds something that becomes a national treasure, it is the responsibility of that government to support it. This is about Liberia. This is not Juli Endee Award. This is not Juli Endee, my name is. The only thing is that I'm the event planner or the visionary. And that's it.
You invented that. Now,
yeah.
the thing is, Madam Endee, when you speak of government taking ownership, you say it's not the first time you've heard that before. You've heard almost every year government promises to take ownership, and if that will happen, it should be reflected in the budget.
I know of a lawmaker afterwards that said this golden image will be put in the national budget. I know of it.
This grand ceremony or before?
No, before.
And unfortunately, it didn't happen.
And we're still,
but
still
it appears that you are not maybe exerting all of your efforts, trying to lobby with some key people in government and the legislature as well.
But Sabo, why would you even say that of something that started as a patriotic initiative in 2010, and today it stays 10? So what else do you want us to do? I don't understand that. We've done that, but we have to do it through our line ministry, and we've done that over and over and over. Even people make pledges to their word. They just say it because the president is sitting there, and once the president leaves, we don't get a dime from them.
You sure of that?
I'm speaking facts. Sabo, I'm speaking facts, and people think that the Crusader for Peace is the only organization that's getting money. Please, man, that's not true. What they should say is we are committed, we are dedicated, and we want to do it, so we go all out to do it no matter the circumstances. And it's always successful, and we get the big hand clap. But it's very, very challenging. And that's why we are opening up and say, hey, we are going to go to donors or corporate entity if they are residing in Liberia for their social corporate responsibility. And then we're going to go out to investors outside of Liberia to invest into the awards. The awards should have its own secretariat, not to be hubs at Crusaders for Peace office. There should be a secretariat, strictly a Golden Image Award secretariat, not housed at Crusaders for Peace. We are 12 years now. So we are looking forward to having our own facility that can be earmarked Golden Image Awards.
Madam Ambassador, this whole aspect of the Golden Image Award, I understand, started during the regime or during the administration of former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. And one thing you did was you created an award to honor Madam Sirleaf, I'm sure. That's the reason why she has become the face of the award. How much support, Madam Endee, were you able to gather then when you started and up to the time Madam Sirleaf was in office?
Let me say this. The award was a vision that, in the US you have the You got the Golden Globe. In other countries, you got the Coral Awards. You got the Grammys and all these different awards. You got the Nobel. So like, we wanted something unique about Liberia, and we wanted this particular award to be manufactured in Liberia. And so the vision was to have an award called Liberia Golden Image Award. After putting the concept together, we needed a face for the award. So we said, okay, we'll use the face of a woman because we're talking UN Resolution 1325.
Yes.
We want to promote.
That's where the bias come.
So we started looking at maybe have 6 women in the world vetted to be the face. So those 6 women names were given to a vetting committee, and we vetted the names, and I did not make a decision there. And good Ambassador Lena Thomas Greenfield was in Liberia at the time.
Okay.
And she really, really supported and encouraged us about this award. She even allowed her people from the public affairs to work with us. Like this ambassador is asking put us in touch with the public affairs. And as I speak to you, we will be working together on the awards in the future.
Okay.
So that's what Linda Thomas Greenfield did. But because of the COVID, those 2 years, we kind of slide. But now everybody's on board. We're going to do that next year.
I did ask.
Now,
you haven't answered the question.
No, that's what I'm coming
okay.
to. I'm laying
the basis. Okay.
Yes, so that I can get to it. Now, it was when the vetting committee came out with the name that out of the 6 names submitted, Madam Salif was the face.
Okay.
Then we wrote Madam Salif that we have had this vetting process. We've done this. And you have been selected to be the face, the image. Saying you are first of all from Liberia, and you are the first democratically elected president for your courageous and bold step taken to beat the odds of all these I won't call egotistical, you
want to support political.
Anyway, let me leave it like that. To come out victorious as a woman, it took the government 8 months to reply
to your letter,
to the endorsement. So when Madam Shirley finally endorsed it, it was done through the Ministry of Internal Affairs under Harrison Conway. So the Minister Harrison Conway pushed forward for the government to support in terms of subsidy just from the July 26th committee. And so government started giving us the percentage of the overall budget to the implementation. Under Minister Harrison Conway.
It's the 28%.
Yes.
Okay.
Under Minister Conway, we were supported throughout Minister Conway's time. Then it started to go down and down and down and down till today.
After he left office.
After he left office.
Okay. Now, there's this, and I want you to clarify this, Madam Endee. There's this perception, apparently, that could be also reasons for the slow pace in getting the sort of resources. What is it that you expect from your honorees? Do they also chip in? Do they give you resources as well to organize the program after they've been taped or after they've been informed of the honoree?
No, but you don't know you're going to be honored. So how you?
Okay, but after you've given the honor, do they also respond?
They don't even say hello.
Financial, they don't.
No, they don't. I mean, it's real. This year we wrote almost ministries, agencies, you name it, to support us. And we were told that yes, these agencies, go ahead and brand them. You know, because that's what you get as a benefit.
Okay.
You are branded in the program and all of that. We went ahead, we branded these people in the program. They haven't even paid. Some of them have not even paid a dime.
And some have paid.
Yes, like for example, Central Bank of Liberia. They contributed, you know, in our bronze category. So I'm just trying to say to you, there are names that haven't given us a dime, but they are in the program, like the National Port Authority. They didn't give us a dime, and they are in the program. Leteco, they are in the program because don't forget that this award is partnering with the Monrovia City government. So these people recommended that they were going to support the award.
By the city mayor. Recommended by the city mayor.
Yes,
Okay.
and they didn't pay. Like Leteco, the MPA, many others. I mean, I just can't get it off my head. But they are in the program. And when you see that in the program, you will say, oh yeah, you know, they support. No, they did not. They did not.
Now, do you get, Madam Ambassador, do you get somehow, or are you getting somehow frustrated as a result of, you know, this sort of not cooperative attitudes on some of your people you expect to fund the Golden Image Award?
Yeah, frustrated in a sense where come out clean and say, I won't do it. Don't keep us, we put you in a program, and then we send a letter to you, put in a program, and somebody say, yes, it'll be okay, and you don't do anything. I think it's bad. It frustrates me because people think that, and then you want us to go and just do the awards any kind of way so people can come and say, oh, look at them. That's what we write you. We say, we say, okay, we write you, we say, look, if you support us, we will promote in our radio broadcast, in our branding, in our process of all of our PRs and promos and all of that. We will brand the logo of your organization. Write us and say, no, I can't at this moment. But you don't allow us to put you in the program. And then you come and you start to say stories. Then you go and see the president and stand up and say, come next year, I will pay this amount of money to the Golden Image. And then when they hear, we can't even see you. You know, they frustrate you. And then let me say something to you. All of the recipients' hotel bills is paid by the Secretariat. The cars they ride, paid by the Secretariat. Daily subsistence allowance by the Secretariat. Because we don't want people to think that you know, you sit in your place. Nobody, we don't know you. You don't know us. We sent you. We say, come and get an award. Then you got to come pay hotel bill, yeah, car. We pay all of that from the Secretariat.
Okay. And how do you raise that?
So we have to raise this money to be able to take care of all of the daily subsistence allowance of our recipients. Because that's our way of telling the people, thank you for real. And then the gold is 18 karat gold. You understand? We used to put the gold on the awards. We decided now because the gold used to get missing also from the awards because it would drop.
Okay.
And sometimes the people don't even know the value of it. They just carry it and leave it like that. So we are pinning you, for example. I'll show you before I leave on my phone. It's a pin. It's a map of Liberia. We've changed it now. First, it used to be a woman. Now it's the map of Liberia with the Golden Image Award in it.
What's the rationale?
People grow.
Okay.
I mean, we change. We can't, even the awards have changed. The way we used to have the awards manufactured then, in 2020, we stopped it in 2020. We improve on it. And we'll get better and get better. That's what the award's for. You get better and you get better. So the award now is the 18 karat gold, and it's the map of Liberia, and they got the GIA. Now you wear it either on your dress or on your, it's a pendant. You know, you wear it like on your dress.
It's
or
an 18 karat gold.
18 karat gold. I'm going to show it to you. Okay. So you wear it. Now when anyone sees you wearing that, knows that you are a recipient of the Golden Image Award, because the gold is there. Then you got the map of Liberia, and you got the GIA, which is Golden Image Award.
You're listening to the SMS. That's the Super Money Show, rated on the OBC 99.9 and other frequencies across Liberia. Now, what is the, how did you feel, Madam Ambassador? Because I know during the program, you had the presence of the president of the Republic of Liberia. He was there, and in fact, he made remarks there at the program. How much value did that bring to the Golden Image Award?
Oh my God. When you don't know what you have, others that appreciate what they have,
Okay.
we at Crusader for Peace, we are very grateful and happy. We were excited. And everything the president said, we took it into consideration. To us to continue what we are doing, we should leave the noisy people, just continue, and we have his fullest support. And right after the war, we realized that next year will be great. I'm telling you, because the reason I'm saying it, when the president took over in 2018, I was now worried because this is the president that I've known here in Liberia. Unlike, other leaders is at my adulthood that I know you, but to know somebody long time ago, playing football, then an artist, singing with us, dancing with us. We go into his house, meeting him at the airport, doing things for the artists abroad. A lot of artists in exile.
So that association is very strong.
Yes, before he became president.
Okay.
So I was now worried, but the committee was worried that Madam Salif is leaving. The new president might not want the awards and all of that. And the first July 26th meeting, he approved the Golden Image Award because he was the first recipient of the awards in 2011.
Okay.
So he approved the awards. And ever since then, it's because of the COVID that we didn't have the awards. So the awards is the first. We are grateful for that. And he has never missed the awards once. He always attended the awards. Always attended the awards. Give us that support to say, continue, move forward, do it better. And he's proposing that the City Hall is too small.
Okay.
So the awards will be taken outside of City Hall next year. And so that more people, not more people being awarded now, but more people to attend and see how the awards is unfolding. And then on the talk show, the higher education, like various universities, you remember on your show, they were concerned that the universities have not been recognized.
Okay.
I didn't want to say it's not true because we've recognized the university, we've recognized some of the individuals that have led the university, like Dr. Emmett Dennis, the past president of the university, instructors at the university, but as institution. So because we start planning the Golden Image every September. So in our planning of the Golden Image in September, we start September 1st. So in that planning process, we're going to bring that to all of our agents to start scouting out, various universities. So, I mean, we want everyone to be a part.
To get on board.
That's what we bring in market women, chiefs. We bring in ordinary Liberians and all of that. And one of the recipients, but because there was no confirmation, and they will receive the awards on the 18th, is Mother Young.
Okay.
Mother Young did not receive them because she's late. So her institution will be receiving this award on her behalf, August 18th. They should have written the confirmation and say, yes, we have received this letter. It is confirmed we'll be in attendance. So Mother Veronica Smith did not receive the awards, and she's one of the recipients. So they are going to receive it August 18th during the Kuka Tunnel Peace Festival, the George Weah Peace Prize.
Now, what is the significance and of the Harper Award?
Wow. Harper is the Hollywood African Prestigious Award. I'm sure you follow the story from the founder. In Hollywood, she's a star, along with her co-founder. But all of the awards is actually, by other Americans and all of that.
Okay.
So in the African Americans community, they needed an award that bridged the gap on Africans on the diaspora and African within the on the African continent, and to award other people, not necessarily black people, on what it is known as good work, services, and all of that, and then of course humanity and all of that. So I was fortunate to be recommended, nominated by someone, and I went to the Harper Awards. At the awards, because of the role that I played, they made me one of the panelists, and I talk about Liberia. And so then Harper, through the various ambassadors, had a nomination, and then I won the Best Inspirational Song of 2021. And so when they were asking people to nominate people that could receive the awards, I nominated my president.
Okay.
And so they went through. Then Liberia won the virtual show award also, because during the COVID, everyone had to. There were 6 countries selected to do it in their country. So Liberia and 5 other countries, I'm telling you, big countries like South Africa, that have the technology, the facility, and all of that, the infrastructure. They presented their Harper Awards. And with us in Liberia, we presented ours. And also for the Visual Show Awards, Liberia as a country won it in 2021. So with all of these and all these awards, so I recommended, that I think, because they have honored a lot of presidents and the FA of Nigeria, and bishops and different people around, kings and queens around the world.
So you saw that there was a need to also recognize him.
Yes, there's a need to recognize my president.
Okay.
So they wanted to know why. So I gave them the why. And they went through because I'm not on the vetting panel. So they went through the why, and then...
You can share the why with us?
No, I don't know, but they went through the why.
No, your why that you presented to them.
No, I just wrote about... I didn't take it from a political perspective.
Okay.
I took it from Liberia best, Africa best, Europe best, world best, and what he did for UNICEF. Because when he was UNICEF ambassador, I was asked by UNICEF to put the program to welcome him into Liberia. Okay. So I know what he did. And we followed him through the program during the disarmament process, where he was working with children associated with the fighting forces. And I know what he did. Then, of course, the Lone Star, the team Lone Star, some of the games that he played for Lone Star, some of the things he did for the artists of Liberia when they were in exile.
Okay.
So, and then when he sees you at the airport, you are Liberian, you crying, you are people dying in Liberia, he takes care of you. All those, I took it from the connection that I know. I didn't take it from whether he's the political legend of CDC or I didn't give any of that.
Okay.
It was what he has done for Liberia as an individual.
Okay.
Then I took it from the perspective of since the Accra Peace Accord, and he became the peace ambassador for Liberia, the role. Then I took it from the at-risk youth.
Okay. So that qualifies him for the Harper Award.
Yes.
Now, Madam Ambassador, after the Golden Image, you also you were part of this whole women's conference. What were discussed? What were the issues that were on the table? What the outcome of the conference?
Well, the conference was very, very good. We talk about various issues. We talk about mentorship of girls, and have the eminent women mentor the young girls. We talk about women's empowerment, women's leadership, women political space, and all of that, giving them the opportunity, and also women leadership at the local level, not necessarily just elections, but maybe town chief, clan chief, and all of that. Then we talk about gender-based violence. We also discuss sexual exploitation and abuse. We talk about the 4Ps: protection, promotion, prevention, participation at all levels. We discuss on the compulsory 18 seats that should not go to elections. That the compulsory 18 seats should just be given to women that are qualified politically to take the political space.
Okay.
And then people say if the women are educated and not educated. Support. Yvette Chesinre, she's a lawyer by profession, right? She is member of the United States Supreme Court Bar, right? But she's uneducated to Chinese. She can't speak Chinese. So people have faith in their own way. So the women should be, and the men are bullying the women, period. A young girl.
Sure of that?
Yes, a young girl who is qualified. If you don't give her the opportunity to serve you, how can you have people for tomorrow to serve in government? When our old people are leaving the stage, the young people should be able to cover the stage. That is why young people should be given the opportunity, this generational change. That's how I look at it. Should be given the stage to go and perform while the elders watch on. When you make mistakes along the way.
Are you insinuating, Madam Ambassador, that even if the women are not, or some of them are not prepared, are you still insinuating that?
No, excuse me.
Excuse me.
I did not say. I have not used the word preparation.
Okay.
Okay. When a woman is prepared, then she goes to the compulsory 18 seat. That means she's prepared. But she shouldn't be bullied by men. We are encouraging the women to say, look, whether you like it or not, we don't have many he for she's. Okay? We don't have many he's for she's. Okay. So if these people will bully you, take it, have a thick skin. Be like, take it and have a thick skin as you're going to the electoral process and they're telling you, oh, you can't make it, or you gonna get, or you street get, and you look at you water police. Yeah, tell them, say, yeah, no problem, and move forward. We were bold in the meeting. When I tell you, say you street girl, they're cussing your mom, your pa, your brother, your sister. That's Liberia. Just say, okay, but I will still go and I will still run. And then we should look for resources to give it to the women of Liberia to run, because that's some of the issues that the women are not making.
Some of the impediments they do have.
Because if we wait for decision for making of laws for women, and you expect that, 2 women being in the place, the law will go through, you just joking. I mean, we appreciate the he for she in the house, in the present house. Those he for she, we congratulate them. And the president, being the feminist in chief, we congratulate him. But we need more he for she. So we are saying, give us the compulsory 18 seats, so that the women, whether you go through elections, they go through election, that 18 seats occupied by the women of Liberia. And we take them from the counties, 3 from Montserrat. So it's not about elections. That no man can sit there, only women. And we are calling it Operation Save Liberia.
Can you imagine that?
Oh, yes. So we
Operation Save Liberia. Okay, so the issues were discussed successfully, Madam Endee, I'm sure. No, they were highlighted. But how do you people intend? I'm making reference to the women, making sure that what you've resoluted,
we're taking it to the Minister of Gender.
Lamplight.
We are sending it to the Minister of Gender. The Minister of Gender will work along with the feminists in chief, along with the National Legislature, the chairperson on the chairperson on gender, to make sure
that it happens. Can you imagine that?
If it doesn't happen, we are coming off with millions.
Protest?
No, we don't.
Oh, okay.
We don't. Look, I choose my word very carefully.
Okay.
We are coming off
with what?
With a resolution, and we are going to bring our signatures. And if you follow the Constitution, and We will come up with signatures. We will have the 18 seats. Trust me. It's as like I don't want to be.
Where are you going to draw the signatures
from the 15 political subdivision of Liberia, and we can come up with it like this. Trust me. We got the community. We'll do it through community engagement, social mobilization, and we'll do face-to-face, one-on-one. We have town hall meeting. We have discussion. We have all the women, the traditional women, the women organizations. Liberia, we will come together. 18 seats. We'll give it to our sisters. Trust me.
You're listening to the SMS rated on UBC 99.9. Okay, so before I open the lines, Madam Ambassador, I'm sure just a night ago, or Saturday night, let's put it that way, there was this Miss Liberia that took place in Miss Liberia competition, and that happened 5 years back. We haven't since 5 years. Well, this is the first time we do have. First, what's your impression with the present immersion winner?
Honestly, let me just say I have not really followed Miss Liberia. The pageant, I didn't attend it. I just see people on social media trying to say what they perceive, and what went on and all of that. But my take on, we all have the opportunity to encourage young girls to take the stage, build their self-esteem, give them some life coaching. If the girls did not do well, they can always do well. For example, I took some girls that I mentor, like the late Muna Pelham. We need to, each woman need to have another, girl that you can bring up, talk to them, and try to help them with their self-esteem. Okay. But whatever went on with Miss Liberia, I think is good for our country. We have someone who will represent Liberia, and because she's not Miss Liberia, doesn't mean we should just leave her alone. We need to reach out. We need to have a discussion with all the other girls. They are all winners. Let me, I am a stage person. I will microphone around the world. It is not easy to hold microphone. Sometimes you get nervous because of the stage fright. Sometimes you are nervous not because something can trigger you. And don't forget that this country is toxic. I'm telling you. They will twist your word. People make simple mistake. And even you having a conversation, you just talk things, maybe you on stage. It depends on how the question was asked.
Okay.
So another thing again, there's a need for us to also work with the Miss Liberia committee. Everyone don't know everything. This is why I bring people to help in the Golden Image Award. I got people from all over, university students, journalists, everybody working. I'm not the only one. I'm just a spokesperson for the Golden Image Award. Okay. But the Golden Image Award have religious leaders on it to advise, to say, let's do it like this, don't do it like this. This is not okay. What am I saying? They did their well. If you wanted for all 18 of them to be Miss Liberia, then there should have been competition.
Sure.
So when there is competition, someone will come out victorious. So the young lady that won the pageant, congratulations. Those who did not win, congratulations. How can we do it better for the future of Liberia is what counts. And also to congratulate in these difficult circumstances for the committee that showcase this Miss Liberia. It is not easy. I know what it's like with the Golden Image Award. Many nights I cried when I don't even have the resources to even do the things I want to do. Okay. So for this team to have pulled up the Miss Liberia, let's give them a pat on the back. Okay. Let's say thank you. Whatever mistakes that were made, we can correct it. So now that we think that mistakes were made, instead of criticizing and pulling them on social media, let's call all these girls together, sit with them, them maybe for 1 week or 2 weeks. I had a program before where I called young children to come and sing the national anthem. They didn't do well. You know what I did? I called them back in my office for 1 week, and I have my team, and we did the national anthem for them. Now they sing the national anthem very well. See the little girl we presented, Lila Weaver, at the women's program. Listen to that girl. Go on the internet. Listen to her presentation. 14 years old. Her presentation. She's being mentored. It's good.
Okay.
She's coming up.
No, so that's good. What is your, before I open the lines, what is your message to the winner?
To embrace the word of hate, lies, and envy. To also look on the brighter side that you're going to be what you want to be. Continue. If your vision is not bigger than you, then if your dream is not bigger than you, then you have no dream. I want her to start working towards going to Miss World, and she can make it.
Okay.
If she just ask God for grace and favor and work with others, she'll make it.
Okay, you're listening to the SMS rated on the OBC 99.9 and other frequencies across Liberia. First, let's speak with our judicial reporter, Fabian Kuya, to bring you trending from the courts, after which I open the lines to interact with Ambassador, Liberia's Cultural Ambassador, Juli Endee. Let's speak first with Fabian Kuya. Fabian, good morning.
Good morning, Sober, and good morning to our many listeners.
And welcome to the feature trendings from the courts.
Thanks so kindly for having me.
What do we have around the courts there? What's trending, Fabian?
Well, over the weekend, the divorce case of ALP political leader Benini Yuri and his wife surfaced at the civil law court.
Now, do we know what is contained in your application for divorce?
Well, she had just a single count as compared to other divorce cases that we have so many counts. But for her application filed before the civil law court was a single count, somewhere up to incompatibility of temper.
Now, does she explain further? Were you able to read the court's document as to what does she mean in about tempo?
Well, her lawyer, who is Anthony Mombido Joa, who represents Madam May Bright Yuri, said her application of May 30, 2022 contained a single count, and as I said earlier, for incompatibility of temper. But remember, her lawyer did say the both of them got married since May 25, 1986, and so her client was terminating that 36-year marriage to LP leader Benini Yuri.
Okay, now they've been married, I'm sure, more than or close to 30 years. Why, is she applying for it now?
Well, my sources around the court hinted that despite they have been living together as husband and wife in peace, happiness, and tolerance, but it was centered around the decision of her husband drinking or maybe prosecuting ANC leader Alexander Cummings. My sources also confided in me that there's some relationship between Alexander Cummings and that of Yuri Wright, and so that didn't go down well before they have been having a problem. But it was one of the reasons or issues that sources actually confided in me concerning the divorce matter.
Now, so do we know as to when the court granted her application for divorce?
Well, we're still looking forward because Benini Yuri interposed no objection to his wife's action that was filed before the civil law court. And I'm also told that concerning the properties, she said that she didn't want to be bothered with any of the properties despite they have big children, but she only wants for Yuri to pay her lawyer fees to her lawyer that is representing her in the matter. And so when the case is called for hearing, which we hope to hear anytime from now, the LPC will definitely be on top of that. issue.
But finally, Fabian, before we take leave of you, she's asking for the divorce. She's applying for it. What does she want her husband, Ben and you to pay for her lawyer's fees?
Well, it actually goes that way, Summer, and so once we agree that she's the one filing in the divorce, and maybe others will think that she should be paying her lawyers. But in that sense, in that case, as I said, she's not requesting for any of the properties that they both share or they both had together for the past 36 years. But all she wants is that her lawyers should be paid whatever they ask for. And I'm told that it's about $1,000. And so probably was based on that, the agreement and what it came to, because I said earlier, he interposed no objection to what she said.
Many thanks, Fabian. Let's take leave of you. Many thanks.
Thank you.
You're listening to the SMS rated on the OBC 99.9. Let me take this musical break and then I'll open the lines for you to interact with the Liberia's Culture Ambassador, Juli Endee. Okay, don't worry. I'll make sure that's perfectly. Yeah? You're listening to the SMS. You can put your calls down on 0776 540 Again, 0776 540 to interact with Liberia's Cultural Ambassador, Juli Endee. But Madam Endee, before the calls come in to this program, what will be happening? I don't know what it is you are part of those spearheading.
What happening where?
At the Providence Island.
You need to call the Minister of Information, Cultural Affairs, and Tourism.
Okay.
But I'm not sure of. I'm not sure. Okay. I'm not sure of any. Okay, I'm not sure of me being at any program on a holiday. What I'm sure of, I will be at the Roberts International Airport, welcoming guests to Liberia.
Okay.
And I'll be there for 2 days.
Okay, let's take this call on the line quickly. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Summer George, and good morning to the cultural ambassador. I go by the name Shaka Babi Baby Zoo. I call you from Zoizu, Cromwell Music Empire.
Okay.
I must appreciate you for the show. I must appreciate the cultural ambassador. She's somebody that has been following me for a love of artists and art in Liberia. It's good to promote Liberians, doing the award. But my concern has to do with her relationship with the Ministry of Culture and Tourism, headed by Ledger Hooley. As a culture ambassador, what's the relationship with the Ministry of Culture and Tourism in terms of, creating, a budget to sponsor art in Liberia, and then a culture ambassador? Why is she not been included in the budget? Why is the laws are not passed in the House of Legislature for artists to get their royalties in terms of piracy and copyright law? And we do not understand why Kennedy is not operating further than so. Can she explain to us why is it Kennedy been the culture center and she's been an ambassador and was during the regime of President Seti? Can she explain that to us, to the public? And I would really like to be on the award and to get in contact with her.
Okay, she's taking notes. She'll respond to that. 0776 540 Again, 0776 540 Today we'll have on the one line 0776 540 That's the number to call, and you are live on the Super Money Show this morning. Again, 0776 540 You call this number, you are live on the SMS. Good morning. Yes, good morning. Yes, Rufus, you have to be audible, please.
Okay, I really appreciate the decision of that in this video, and I want my recommendation because if you see that work in this house, there's no way that
Okay. Many thanks. 0776 540 I didn't really get to your phone. Was very, very low. 0776 540 That's the number to call. And you are live on the SMS this morning. Let's take this caller quickly on the line. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma.
Morning, how are you?
I'm okay.
Okay, even though I'm not well, my name is Haja Sabatu Smith.
Okay.
I want to tell you, the cultural ambassador over there, she's not just a cultural ambassador. She is a peace ambassador. She's a reconciled ambassador. She's a woman that needs to be awarded herself. I've been knowing Judy from the time I was at the ministry and when she launched the Safe Liberia. You know, anybody that doing the war, you Operation Safe Liberia, you brought Operation Safe Liberia, you are not just a cultural ambassador, you are an ambassador of peace. And look at the work she's doing today. I think Liberia needs to stand on her feet and do something and recognize that lady in that studio.
Okay.
Thank you, Julie. God bless you. God will lift you up. God will promote you. And may your days be longer. And may this president, your country named president, may he be able to support you in every way possible. Thank you. God bless you.
Many thanks, many thanks, many thanks. You made your point already. 0776-540-987. This other caller is on the line. Good morning.
Good morning. I was radio presenter.
Yes. Okay, let's hear from you.
Yeah, I had a vision on Saturday at around 11 something. You know, in a vision, I saw a group of ladies all dressed up in African dress code, and they were like marching. And there were three sports blocks, and on that block, each of these ladies came and they had something in their hand, and they placed it in a basket. And the last one, the person looking like it in a third right. And why I saw a guy with short trousers that day and he went behind the day. And I went up and said, Lord, what is this thing? You know, in that process, I started to listen to the radio and I switched to ELBC and I heard of the Miss Liberia marathon thing, the Miss Liberia competition. And I started to go there. I know that this thing is very strange thing, but before that happened, it was around 11 something. And there was something that I saw, that these ladies that are participating in this particular contest, they put in their effort. And at the end of the day, they are prospected on the basis of those that are in the area of judgment. And they abuse these ladies, on the basis of that position. And I want to let the entire country know that that is wrong. And the Lord says you have to stop that. Thank you.
Okay, so you made your point already. Let's take this call on the line. Good morning.
Mr. Togo, good morning.
Yes, good morning, sir.
This is a Ishmael Isaac, and I do call you from Fuya, the County, Liberia.
Let's hear from you.
Okay, thank you so much. I've been listening this morning to the Honorable Juli Endee for her, expose. Actually, she has been saying the truth. That the woman is elected from Fuya here, they have not made a mistake. He is the first young woman. Even now we are meeting him. He's not even us. When he was for a day, we can be doing balance. And then he's the businessman. He has the largest cocoa plantation in Fuya here. So, thank you so much for that. I want to give it to our woman. You want to make a mistake. Thank you so much.
Many thanks. Let's take this other call on the line. Good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning, ma.
Yeah, I want to say thank you for the topic on the discussion this week. I want to commend Madam Juli Endee for standing up for us women. Speaking, I'm the longest serving honorary female teacher of the Republic of Nigeria. I worked at 10 years honorary teacher. Government has still submit my salary. I will commensurate with my degree. I got BSc in education. So and I have to step back in the discussion. Thank you.
Many thanks. 0776-540-987. Again, 0776-540-987. That's the number to call and you are live on the SMS this morning. Again, 0776 540 987. At 9:30, we'll allow Judy to go. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, morning, Chief.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, I'm David calling from Town.
Okay.
Okay. Tell Madam Andy, thank you so much. Julie, I've been listening for a long time. So I think now, myself, I will make a call to the government recommendation that they more start to try to budget or sponsor or effort or program that is going to, because this is not about self. If tomorrow all of you will sit and continue the process. So this is about Liberia, as you rightly said. So I'm appealing to the central government to please help her make budget for her and her staff so that they can push this kind of program forward, because if you leave tomorrow, the project will continue and Liberia will be glorified. Thank you so much.
Many thanks. 0776 540 987. We take two more calls and we'll wrap it up quickly. 0776 540 987. That's the number to call. And you are live on the SMS. Good morning.
Morning, Summer. How
Good,
you doing this
I'm okay. I'm okay. Go right ahead.
Yeah, this is I'm faithful and I call from USA.
Okay.
Okay, I'd just like to thank Sis Julie for the nice programs has put up for Liberia now for the past time. But I'd like to quickly talk about the honoring of individuals that is the Golden Award. How really I'd like for us to please see about including real civil servants. We observe that most of those who are being honored are mostly from Bolivia and the environment.
Okay.
So it needs to go out. Then on the issue of the need for 18 seats for leadership, but I would suggest to her what we need to do is good. What can be done is to look at the constitution of Nigeria. Because if you just give seats to 18 seats, without doing small amendments within the constitution, and it's not going to be constitutional. Because the constitution gives rights to everybody to compete and equal opportunities. So I think if she goes to the constitution and look at those stakeholders that can make sure that is enshrined within the constitution, then I think that is going to work well.
Okay. Many thanks. Many thanks. Let's take this last caller. A caller's trying to call in quickly. Let's take this last caller and go back to Judy, Liberia's Culture Ambassador Juli Endee, to respond, and then we allow her to go quickly. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
And good morning to Ambassador Julie. My name is S. in Australia. I'm from Station number 2, Christian Community. Thank you very much for your deliberation. Liberia image need to be protected. And these are programs that we welcome. But the issue of the cultural center for Liberia, what is Liberia doing? Where are we? How are we proceeding with these things? Thank you very much.
Many thanks. Well, let me just squeeze this one in quickly. Let me just squeeze this caller in quickly. Okay, the caller is still calling. Let me see what I can squeeze this caller in quickly. 0776 540 987, or better still 0880. Okay, we can get a caller. We can. So, my ambassador, you can respond now quickly, and we'll take leave of you.
Okay. The first caller said the relationship with the Minister of Information, Culture Affairs, and Tourism is cordial. I enjoyed working with him, and we worked together. We also on the bicentennial steering committee, and in terms of budgetary allotment for the Golden Image Award, we are still waiting to see if that will be done. And then the person talked about the copyright laws of Liberia to protect the artists. That's why we had the artistic symposium. And at that symposium, we got a lot of information on the copyright laws. It's intact. What we're looking for is enforcement. And if you have your intellectual property work, please register with the Copyright Office or the Intellectual Property Office. The Musicians Union of Liberia, we are trying from that artistic meeting, they are trying to put themselves together to move the union forward so that the welfare of unions can be taken into consideration and work that we know. But we have to look at it that the purchasing power for us in Liberia is very low. Our population is low. The marketing outlet is poor. So right now it's on the internet that we are marketing our music and all of that. But we are engaging positively with national government and the Musicians Union of Liberia, other stakeholders, to make sure that our intellectual property is protected, and then of course the copyright laws of Liberia is enforced to the letter. I heard the lady that said she's a she's a long-term serving teacher, and I think she need to talk to the Ministry of Education on that. And we honor civil servants, though. We do honor civil servants. We've honored a lot of civil servants. One of the civil servants we honor that just passed is the police officer. There was, I think, Vitan, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then, of course, we've honored a lot of civil servant teachers and all of that. This award been around for 12 years. So we've been able to honor civil servants. But we will take that into consideration. And I like what you said about the Constitution. We have our Constitutional Review Committee that is doing it right now as we speak. And we're talking to stakeholders. We also lobbying with people in the House to see they can help us, and even with people within the executive to listen to what we are saying. About the cultural center that was sold to Rabel Johnson, it's a long story. I think we need to have another talk show on that. But I think there's a new center that's been allocated. Funding, my understanding now, let me leave it with the ministry. You see, I'm just a goodwill ambassador of culture. And I vowed that I would promote government, not just now. I started promoting government at a young age when I was on Quending Vocational Training Center in terms of culture, presentation, and all of that. In July 26th, August 24th, and all of that. And I want to continue to promote. I've been able as an adult to promote David Ikpomakpo, Wilton Sanga Willow government, the 6-mayor council with Chief Tamatela. I was able to support the government of Rufsano Perry, the government of Charles Taylor, the government of Julie Bryant, and the government of Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, and the government of President George Manning. We had the records are there. I'm consistent, and I will continue because the government is for the people, by the people, and of the people. So that's what I do. I support the efforts of government. And so I will continue to do what I can do. And the rest of it, when it comes to culture, budget, and all of that, you need to call the Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs, and Tourism.
Okay. Well, any final word?
To just say I'm getting ready to go to the airport because there's guests of government coming in country for the Independence Day, our 175th independence. Also honor the 200 years bicentennial. My boss, Ledger Wu Remy, is the chair. And so I'm going to the airport now. I'm working very closely with the Chief of Protocol, the Ministry of Internal Affairs, and the traditional leaders who will be there, the cultural troop, to welcome the people into Liberia. I want to thank you. Enjoy your Independence Day. His Excellency Dr. George Maneria and the Vice President of Liberia, the Speaker, the Senate Pro Tempore, and the Judiciary, the Chief Justice and Associate Justices of the Supreme Court. Merry July 26th, great Independence Day. And to all Liberians, enjoy your independence in Liberia and abroad. Thank you.
Many thanks. For Monday.